everybody. Thank you for joining in, and thank you, Jello, for rating. Definitely glad to have everybody here. How's your guys' weekend going so far? Hey, Andes, welcome to the stream. Maki and Luma and Shiny, everybody's here. I hope that you guys are having a good weekend. Tried to make some chicken nuggets, but got a puddle of cheese. Oh well, that's not good. That's not good. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. And gonna get started. Yes, I currently, according to the page, it says I have 41 followers, so I am not too far from there. But okay, cool. Thank you, Luma, for confirming that. Today I am going to be working on a design trade with for somebody, and thank you, Wolfie, for following. Definitely appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up now. So I have two designs that I'm going to be working on, and basically the person that I'm doing this for requested both Zamazenta and Zacian with Poltergeist. So we got some interesting combos here. And let me tell you, these guys have very weird proportions. I had to look very closely at the ones that I have on Pokemon Go for references, because they have very weird proportions. They have weirdly long necks and very big bodies in comparison to their heads, which are very small. So yeah. So we have Zacian here, and we have Zamazenta here. So it was definitely interesting trying to figure out how to combine them with Poltergeist, which is very, very different design-wise. So, and then here you can see I have the sword design for Zacian, because it would not be Zacian without the sword. So yeah. So basically what I'm going to be doing now is doing the official line art for these. Helps if I actually protect the alpha here. It looks like you're doing good, Luma. Considering yet you're new to the app, I thought you were doing really good. And definitely, if you have any questions about Metabang, do not hesitate to ask, because I know for some it might seem a little intimidating if you're not familiar with it. So how's everybody's weekend going so far, though? That's fair. That's fair, Jello. And the main reason I decided to start the stream a little earlier today is just because I start my new job tomorrow, and they want me there early. I'm figuring for training reasons, but I do not want to stay up later. If only to avoid staying up late so I don't hate myself tomorrow. That's an ugly line and I don't like it. So from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's gonna be basically package handling. So it looked like there was sorting involved as well as storage and loading. So at this time, I don't have 100% of the details, but it's essentially going to be 100% manual labor. So it's not something that I'm unfamiliar with, so I don't think it should be too bad. Lots of yeah, pretty much. It'll be interesting to see how that all works. I think Tetris would be a better analogy for that, to be honest. Hey Easy, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Decided to do the stream a little earlier today because I start my new job tomorrow, so start a little earlier, finish a little earlier. And what I'm working on here today, if you saw my Tumblr post, I mentioned it there, but I'm doing a design trade with somebody. And I'm going to be doing 2 fusions here, one of which, this first one, is a combination of Zacian and Poltergeist. Very unusual combination, but one that I was really vibing with. And the other will be Zamazenta and and Poltergeist. So we got two puppers wearing porcelain armor. Whether or not that's a good idea, I have no idea. My day was pretty good, Luma. Thank you for asking. Did a little bit of shopping today. Went with my mom to look at Christmas decoration stuff that is for sale at the moment, and ended up getting some new inking pens because I found one that was an even smaller size than my smallest pen, which is already really, really small. So I was like, ooh, small pen. So I ended up getting that. The smallest size that I originally had was 0.005, which, as you can imagine, it's pretty darn small. But the size that I got today was 0.003, so 0.002 smaller, and be interesting to see how that one looks. The last movie I watched and the and fan art I liked have been smashed into a video. Well, the last movie that I watched, I rewatched Pokemon 2000, which, huge nostalgia for me. It's still one of my, or if not my favorite Pokemon movie of all time. And the last fan art that I liked, I think was a Vocaloid one, so make of that what you will. Yeah, there's definitely some small pens out there, and the 0.005 that I had was a Prismacolor one that I originally got, but the pens that I got today were from Pigmacente, which is a brand that I am very fond of because it's, from my experience, they are very good pens, very reliable. So I've been using them for quite a many years now, and I just happened to see today that they had a 0.003, and I was like, oh, well, that's really cool. So I am excited to try that one out, just to see how fine the lines on that one are gonna be. Well, actually, Luma, Jello actually showed me very recently. Somebody did. There was one image they showed me where it was Hatsune Miku and Meloetta combined, which was absolutely fantastic. The other was Hatsune Miku dressed up as a Meloetta, which was also really fantastic. So I would recommend checking those out if Jello doesn't mind posting that in the Discord. they were really cool. And if you don't know where those images are, I can share them in the group later because I saved them. I don't know if I would call it a meme just because it's not really derived from humor as much as it's just a really perfect combination. So sounds good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been listening to Vocaloid stuff for, God, how many years has it been now? I think the first time I ever heard it was back in 2009, maybe? And it's stuck around with me ever since then, so it's been a good long while. It's one of my favorite things about Vocaloid is there's kind of a song for everyone. Doesn't matter what sort of genre you like to listen to. I mean, considering even my Meloetta Sona was based on a Vocaloid song. So. Right? Yeah, the first time I saw a video for Vocaloid, I was also thinking it was some kind of show, and you know, finding out that these videos were mostly like fan made was kind of astounding because it was like, oh my gosh, people really like. Yeah, fans do some hardcore, like, amazing videos, and I'm always astounded to see what they do next because there's some amazing stuff out there that you would think came from like a professional studio, and then you're like, oh no, it was just a bunch of fans who were like really wanting to show you know, about these characters and tell a story with this song, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Passion for the project definitely makes a huge difference. I mean, you take a look at fan-made videos and movies and cosplays, and then you look at the official stuff and they're like nowhere near the same type of quality, and it's because the fans are just so passionate about what they like and what they do that it ends up showing in their work. And you know, for you know, the official studios, yeah, sure, maybe some of the employees are fans, but you know, for a lot of them it's just a job, and you know, it's just not quite the same. No worries. Go get that pizza, and I hope it is delicious. I will be here envying you and your pizza from a distance. Sounds like a plan. What pizza are you getting? Is it mod? Pizza Twist. I have never heard of them, but as long as it's good and you enjoy it, that is all that matters. A very small chain. Yeah, that'll explain it. Yeah, that I honestly don't blame you. I don't really like walking out when it's dark either, so. Oh, that's always nice. Sometimes getting the free stuff to take home is good to have. What Pokemon am I gonna pick? Are you referring to Scarlet and Violet? That's honestly a good trade, though. To be honest, easy, because then it's fair at least, and everybody wins. I am getting both games, so I am currently planning on Sprigatito and Fuecoco. Why is this even on here? And part of my decision is because I did look at the spoilers to see if I liked what I was going with, and I do. So I have decided that for sure I am going with those two. Yeah, in regards to those leaks, for Sprigatito, I saw the whole line. The other two, they mostly just posted the final evolutions, so I don't know. Well, they showed a sprite of Quaxly's middle evolution, but overall, I have to say I do like all three of them and how they ended up. I actually thought they did a pretty good job with them, so I honestly don't have any complaints design-wise for them. They could have honestly been so much. They could have been really bad. So I am not going to complain about what we got because it could have ended really badly, but it didn't. I will say I did also look at Paldean Wooper's evolution, and I'm not gonna say anything about it other than it's adorable and I love it and I absolutely need one on my team. It was pretty great, not gonna lie. You didn't see it? Yeah, I got to see it, and if you want, I have the pictures saved on my phone easy. I can send it to you on Discord because quite frankly they are great, and I would absolutely love having one. Yes, I will. Let me send that to you right now. I have my phone next to me. Because quite frankly, they are adorable, and I feel like they would make for the perfect pillow, like plush pillow. They would be absolutely perfect for that. And I just sent it to you on in a private message, easy. So that is available for your viewing pleasure. Right. I'm definitely glad to see your reaction because the second I saw it, it was it was pretty great, and I was very excited to see that design because I was like, oh man, I hope they don't like really mess it up or something. And boy, they did not mess it up. They did a really good job with that, and I am very fond of them already. I was like, I've only had you for 2 seconds, but if anything happens to you, I'll kill everybody in this room and myself. Right? Yeah, the second I saw that one, I was like, oh my gosh, I need like 10 of you. I'm gonna have a picnic with a group of you because you are freaking adorable and I love you. I am right there with you, Easy, because they legit would be the perfect like not that long ago, like earlier this year, they did a plush of Gulpin, Trubbish, and I forget what the other one was. But they were purposely, I apologize for the barking. But basically they were made to be really, really soft and pillow-like. And I feel like this evolution would be absolutely perfect for that. So I am very, very excited for this one in the game because they are adorable and squishy and I love them. I honestly, the leaks, I didn't watch a video. There's a subreddit specifically for leaks, so that is where I saw everything that I did. So if there was anybody curious about some of the leaks, that is where I saw it. Was in that subreddit, and you could also go and look there for yourself if you so desired, because I will not be outright saying anything, so I don't spoil anything for those who are waiting to find out what everything looks like on their own. You are absolutely fine, Easy. Please do not apologize. I am glad I could bring joy with that information, because I am also extremely excited about them, and I cannot wait for that game to come out and finally see this region and the Pokemon in it officially. Hi, Dom.
Is that Charmander?
Yes, that is Charmander.
Where are these guys? What happened?
As you guys can hear, my nephew has just arrived, so I happen to have a plush Charmander next to me, so that's what he was asking about. He just turned 5 in September. It's very, very energetic, and I have successfully got him into Pokemon. So he's very into Pokemon, and no regrets for that. Currently, his favorite Pokemon are, last I heard, were Psyduck and Slowpoke. And we actually, for Halloween, he wanted to be Psyduck, so my mom ended up making him a Psyduck hoodie, and it turned out really good, actually. And he was very excited about it. Well, that's understandable, because Sylveon is great, and quite frankly, all the evolutions are fantastic. So you really can't go wrong with loving those. And there's no wrong answer in regards to having a favorite evolution, because all of them are fantastic. So. While we're on that topic, what is everybody's favorite evolutions? Mine happens to be Vaporeon, because that was my first ever evolution, and so I am very, very fond of them for that reason. I'm also actually wearing an evolution shirt, with Eevee in the middle and the evolutions jumping out around it. So funny little tie-in. And then I also have my Eevee Tamagotchi sitting here. So I am interested to hear what your guys' favorite evolutions are. Espeon does have a really good cry, to be honest. I've been fond of that one for sure myself. Espeon is definitely second runner-up for favorite for me. Maki would know why. And also Maki, I'm seeing that you changed your favorite, because I remember it used to be Umbreon. Vaporeon is just great, and to be honest, I specifically love one of the early renditions of Vaporeon with the really long, flowy fins. So I really like that design. Jolteon's also a good one. I do like Jolteon. There's just something really fun about how spiky it is, and it had some really good animations for it too. I always remember it being like this really energetic, spunky little Pokemon. Right? I still have, I'm sure easy that you've seen it because, you know, Tumblr. But that one gif of it just dropping and becoming like a puddle and just kind of squishing on the ground. It's a funny gif. The grass type eventually pulled you. Yeah, that sounds right. I kind of wish that Leafeon's shiny had been like fall colors, because that would have been really, really cool to have, honestly. I hate that its shiny is just kind of oh, we just took the color slider and made it more saturated. Like, what? yeah, same, Jello. Yeah, I'm in an awkward situation. Alright, I'm turning into water, bye. Goodbye forever. Why is there... Oh, did I draw on the sketch? No? Yes? Maybe? What? I'm stupid. So that gets merged in. And this gets merged down. There we go. I have a tendency to make extra layers for something to like, so I don't mess up a certain spot, and then I forget about that layer, and it's just like, oh wait, that layer had a purpose. But now that we've got this line art finished for them, I am going to start the colors. Green Bean, that's adorable, honestly. Or the first time, I think the first shiny evolution I ever saw was when I was playing, I think it was Emerald, in the battle tower. There's an NPC with a shiny Espeon. So that was the first ever shiny evolution that I saw, and I remember just looking at it and going, oh my god, that thing is green! Like, it was just the most green of green ever, and I honestly used to very much dislike shiny Espeon, and that has obviously changed over the years, because now I look at shiny Espeon and I'm like, oh, look at my cute little eye burner. My little eye burningly green Espeon. So now I am going to... Red Lobster. And what would you be getting from Red Lobster? Not that I'd have any, like, personal desire for any, because I do not like seafood. I am right there with you, Easy. I look at shinies like Garchomp and Blissey, and I'm just like, why? Why would you do this? And then, so it's like when you get those really obnoxiously bright shinies, it's like, okay, I can at least see that you're a shiny and not that it's not bad. But then it's like you see the ones that are, take this color and slide it slightly to the left, and there's your shiny, and it's like, why? What's the point? But there's nothing fun about that at all. I don't get it. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're gonna have a shiny, you want it to be noticeable. It needs to be noticeable. Otherwise, it's like, what is the point? I don't. That is a excellent question. But that would suggest that there's more than one Jello, which is technically not going to happen. Technically, I did do a alternate form of Jello with very, very different colors, in which case those colors maybe could be the shiny instead, but that or I would pick something very, very bright and obviously different. Yeah, originally the other look that that I did was supposed to be the form used by Jello when they sang their version of the Relic song. Yeah, exactly. It was definitely not anything like normal Jello. It's honestly been a while since I looked at that one. So off the top of my head, I don't remember too well. Oh, I still have quite a bit to do for the coloring, actually. And since it is it's technically just a reference image, I'm not going to be doing shading on this. But you totally should, Easy. If you do, let me know, because I absolutely want to watch that. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of which, I apparently wasn't following you, so I am also following you now, Easy. I will definitely be keeping an eye out for notifications. I'll have to I mean, if you do end up starting that up, I definitely want to catch as much as possible, so long as my schedule allows me. So I know I told you guys that the schedule was Monday through Friday, but apparently it's not Monday through Friday. It's actually Sunday through Thursday. So my days off are going to be Friday and Saturday. So it's going to be a little weird, but whatever. Yeah, my hours are gonna be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I'm hoping that it's not gonna interfere with my streams, just because I'm gonna be getting off earlier. And I did get to pick my shift hours, which was kind of nice. They had several options, and that is what I ended up going with. So it's gonna be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the only thing is tomorrow they want me there by like 8:30 for like paperwork and training, I'm guessing. But normal hours are going to be 4 to 10. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. If anything, my schedule, I will probably move to 6:30 instead of 6. But at this time, it should not be interfering much. Yeah, I don't miss those hours myself, and I'm not really a morning person, so when I saw I had options that weren't like super early, it was like, oh, thank goodness, because I cannot stand getting up like really early. I my brain doesn't function in the early hours, so it's like, please don't make me get up at like 5 or 6 because, or be there at 5 or 6, because I will cry. This one. Yeah, I absolutely understand that. The first warehouse that I worked at, there were times when I was working in RMA, which was returns, where they had us come in at 5, and it was like, just kill me now. just kill me now. I don't want to be here at 5, okay? Yeah, it was usually in the holiday season, so like around December, and then like when they had to do inventory, they would have us come in super early, and it was just like, can I just go die now, because I feel like that would be much more preferable uh to what's going on here. It was not fun. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I really don't miss it. It was like, no, thank you. Ugh, yeah, that, nope. Nope. See, now, like, I always feel bad because, like, my brother, he has a very early schedule, because he has to get there, and it's like a 2 hour plus drive, depending on traffic, and it's like, ugh. I can see your messages just fine, Luma. So and it looks like your messages are appearing in OBS too, so from my end it doesn't seem like there's any issues. Originally, the schedule I was looking at, it was gonna be 3 to 9, but then I was like thinking about it, and I was just like, but then, you know, I'm gonna get home, and that doesn't really give me time to like decompress after work, and so I ended up switching to the 4 to 10, or 10 to 4. God, 4 to 10, that would, ugh, too early. Um, and while, I mean, because the thing is, like, I do like the later hours. I am definitely more of a night owl, but I don't know. There's just something about coming home earlier in the day as compared to like later in the day. It's just not the same. I remember you posting about like the times that you were really stressed and overworked, and yeah, I've worked some pretty bad jobs myself. One of which I am pretty darn sure they are the ones responsible for starting my my chronic anxiety, because it was not good in so many ways. I don't miss that job, and even if they offered me a bajillion dollars, I would never take it because I hate them. And I hope that they get shut down someday, because they do some pretty shady stuff sometimes. I do remember that. I do remember Easy. Were they the ones that you posted like they got shut down or something? Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I never get sick of hearing places like that getting shut down, because it's like, you guys don't deserve to be in business if that's how you treat people, because that is absolutely just the worst. Some people are just not meant to run a business. They're just not. What? They raised all their pricing by 30%? No. That is the last thing you want to do. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh. That. Oh man, people. Oh, what not to do 101. That is boy. I can't get over that. Wow. Yeah, seriously, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Like, yeah, I am. That I would be cheering. That's just like, wow, you guys are really that stupid, huh? Yeah, seriously. I keep hoping that, like, I see on the news that like the place I worked at in Michigan got shut down or something. I keep hoping, but it hasn't happened yet. So for now, I continue to dream. If they do, though, I'm going to laugh from 2,300 miles away, because they absolutely deserve to be shut down for how they were. Yeah. I mean, the thing would be if the place I'm I'm talking about were to shut down, they're not big businesses, so like I don't think it would be a huge loss for the people working there, especially because they would be able to escape that hellhole. It was not a good place at all. I honestly kept hoping that they would get shut down before I left Michigan. I was really hoping because a lot of people were not happy with them, and I kept hoping they would get reported for something, but that just didn't happen. I was gonna say I don't really understand what you're saying, Luma. I'm very confused by the current conversation, but okay. No worries, Jello. I mean, I was there for the spiders, but as I stated in that stream, I am definitely more of a catch and release person, unless it is a Black Widow, in which case I'm sorry, you gotta go. Not too dark. Oh, that is way too dark. Okay, that's better. I'm pretty sure I responded to you, Luma, so I don't really know what you're what that's about. Next time, Jello, next time. It's all good. To be honest, I was not I was expecting a lot of people were gonna choose grass or fire because it seemed like Sprigatito and Fuecoco were more popular than Quaxley, but apparently I have not been paying attention, so what do I know? That's true. That is, that's a very good point. Yeah, go get. You need to get your noms. Go get the noms. I am not going to be held responsible for you to not eat. No worries, Easy. Thank you for joining. And hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and a good week as well. Take care. Have a good night. I don't like how that looks. No worries, Jello. Real quick. Sounds like a plan. See ya in a bit, Jello. I mean, I know you're lurking, but still. Looks interesting even with the lines off. Alright, so that one's good. And now for the other version with the no slime. Let's see. I can't really answer that because it was originally for the story that me and Jello were doing, which has kind of been placed on the back burner for right now. So, whoa, what did I do here? Let's see, how do I? That's what it was. So yeah, it's not a project that has been really kind of worked on in a long while, so I can't really say. No worries, Numa. I would definitely let you know if it's something I really can't say. I would more than easily say it's something I can't really talk about. So don't worry. I've gotten better over the years at addressing issues or just like things that I can't really discuss. I mean, it might be a little stressful, but sometimes you just can't, and you know, it's not necessarily that it's like being dumped for good or anything. But it's more at the moment, it's just not feasible. I mean, there's been multiple projects in the past that we decided we just couldn't keep up for the moment. Like even Rocky and Friends, we ended up having to kind of put on the shelf because between Jello's schedule just being really busy and my schedule getting busy, it just we didn't think it was going to be something we could really do right now because neither of us really had the like necessarily time and motivation to really manage it. But it's very likely that we'll still do like little mini comics and throwbacks to it here and there in the future. It's just right now we just don't have the time to manage all that, and so I mean we could definitely come back to it in the future. It's just right now we don't have that as an option. Yeah, Rocky and Friends is definitely one that I am fond of because it was a really fun story, and the characters are all great. So it was fun. I get that. Yeah, for a while that was actually a pretty a pretty big problem of my own, because with my ADHD it was kind of hard to like keep myself focused enough to really work on anything, and I recently got that fixed, or well, not fixed, but it's being taken care of better, and but now with the new job on the way, it's gonna get difficult to do things as much as I would like to, but since it is a part-time job rather than a full-time job, I will at least have more free time than if it was actually a full-time position. So there's at least that as a sort of a leeway, I suppose. Because I am still working on Ask Chime Night, because I really do want to tell that story. And I've been really enjoying doing like the art trades, like this one that I'm working on. These have been really fun. So it's gonna be a tougher balancing act, but it's one that I definitely want to at least attempt instead of just dropping everything permanently. So the flats for this one are good. That's just an empty layer, I guess. So we have Zacian. So now I just need to do the sword. So for this one, I'm just gonna draw half of it. I wonder... It sounds like the meds that you were taking probably were not the right ones. Sometimes it... Is that really centered? Sometimes it's really a matter of it's a matter of finding the right medication, because if you don't have the right one, it can really just mess with you. Why is there something there? That explains why it's not centered. Like, I was taking some I was taking antidepressants before, and after a while it was not working for me. And so I discussed it with my doctor, and we ended up stopping, but why is it still saying that there's something there? I don't understand. Why are you like this? There we go. It's definitely centered now. Yeah, I mean it sounds like it was the wrong medication. Which sometimes it's just the case. Sometimes it's just like that. I mean, you're not really hindering anything, so it's not like you're stopping me from drawing. Well, at the moment, it kind of feels like you're the only one in here, so make that what you will. That was not a good line. I don't like that line either. Ew, that is not a good line either. Any song in particular? I'm just curious because there's a lot of good ones. Let me see. No, that's actually one I'm not familiar with. I'll have to listen to that one in full later. Just I want to be able to read the lyrics for that. So let me copy that, and I'm sending it to myself in Discord. Sorry about that, Luma. My brother was showing me something, and I could not play that on mic.
You're welcome.
Oh God. Yeah, it was not something I wanted on stream. So I had to mute for a minute. I'm sorry. He kind of showed it to me out of nowhere, so I was not able to give you advance warning. Oh yeah, regardless if I mute myself or not, my mic still it still picks up sound, so it keeps my mouth moving even if I am not necessarily like actually talking. So I know that probably looked really off to you because you're like, wait a second, there's no sound here. What's going on? And that would be why. Yeah, that's probably true. But obviously that did not happen, so it's a Thor. Hi, Mr. Thor. What's up, fluffy puppy? There's a big fluffy puppy here. Oh yeah, no, I definitely plan on listening to it when I can actually like give it my full attention, and because I like using the lyrics to get a better feel for it overall, because I mean sometimes the melody of it can give you an idea, but sometimes it's good to read the lyrics and just really understand the actual meaning of the song, and basically like the actual feeling that's supposed to be going for it. Door time? What does that mean? Oh, I was saying Mr. Thor. His name is Thor, Thor. It sounds like Door, but his name is not Door. It's Thor. Or as I call him, Mr. Foofbutt. Yeah, no, I kind of figured that's what was going on, because it's not really a common name, or at least I don't think it's the most common name for dogs. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. That's understandable, honestly, Luma. Alright, so there's the sword. I feel like I almost kind of feel like it needs something. Let me try. Because I feel like. Let's do this. Okay, I think I like that. So let's do. As you can see, sometimes I end up updating my designs on the fly because sometimes you take a look at what you think is the finished version and it's like, that's not really what I wanted. So you make changes because it wasn't quite what you were going for. I do this a lot more often than people probably realize. Thank you, Luma. I'm pretty happy with how it looks, though I have to fix a couple things. So that's gonna be white. And I'm gonna use this color over here. Here. And then here is gonna be yellow, or gold, I suppose. And then okay, I like that way better. It just needed a little something more, and that is much more what I was going for. Oh, really? Well, then there you go. Hopefully, then those of you who have been hoping for Meloetta can hopefully have that in game. Let's see. Where is my format? So basically what I'm doing right now is I am setting up a format for the reference page.
monster. It's any monster.
Oh my goodness, you did that by yourself?
Yep.
You did so good. Good job, Dom. If you couldn't tell, my nephew was showing me something that he drew. Yeah, if I wanted to, I can change the canvas size. Basically, I am just doing a layout for the reference page. Just it looks nicer than just like, all right, here's the finished drawing. It just looks nicer overall. And these background colors I'm actually going to be changing, so it actually goes with the design instead of looking like just bleh. That's not what I wanted to do. Wrong layer.
Nana,
What's up?
can you help me draw Zyda? Look, I don't know how to draw him. Whoa, be careful, Luna.
Luna's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how to draw Zyda.
Try it.
What?
You can do it.
Like this?
Do you need me to show you a picture of Saida?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it.
You can do it. Here, let me see.
You have to keep the camera in
What color is Saida?
yellow. And his hair is black. Get away! Get away! Get away! Quick, quick.
Do you even have black?
We don't have black.
So we'll do.
There's black. Get away! You're downstairs. Get down the stairs.
Here you go. I was just requested to draw a Psyduck on he has a little tablet. Oh yeah, no, I still send them the transparent versions. I always send them the transparent versions. I like to just do a basic, just like a nice reference page, because it just looks good that way. And I like to add a pattern to the background just so it doesn't look so flat. And for that, I use screen tones. So they come in handy for that as well. And for this one, let's see. Is there a pattern? Oh yeah, that should work. Let's download this one, and we're gonna do that. And it ultimately depends on what the layer is for. So like these 3 layers right here that I'm doing for the background, I will be merging these just because if you have a ton of layers, it grows your file size to be just like really big. So you can end up with a really big file size, which is something that you absolutely do not want because it really slows down your computer, and then also you have a really bad time trying to send it to somebody just because the file gets really big. So I'm just doing a simple tile pattern just to just gives it just a nice little extra touch, I think. So I'm merging these now. So now my background layer is merged together. It is just one layer. For like the actual character, I leave these on separate layers, and the reason I do that is in case I have to come back and make any adjustments later. Or in this case, Zamazenta will also be getting put on this same background, so that way after I don't need these ones anymore, I can just hide them and make them not visible, and then just slap Zamazenta on here so that they're uniform in the way that they look, but I don't have to redo everything. So that's why like I keep the characters on separate layers, but the background is one layer because I don't need to change it. I don't need to change the background, one layer. If I need to change the characters, different separate layer, because that way I can edit them if need be. And for this one, I do need to add another box for the color palette. And I'm gonna make this a little... Oh, that's too light. And this is where I'm gonna be putting the color palette. If you have not seen my, like what I do for color palettes, let me pull this one up real quick. So this is just an example of a design for a trade that I did for somebody. And so as you can see here, it's a character with multiple forms. So I have like the normal form here, the changed form here, and then an extra little added detail for like when they're using their powers. And then up here, I have 2 spots for the color palette. And this is basically so like if they commission a drawing of this character, then the person doing the commission can easily grab the colors that were used for the character instead of having to guess or color drop off of the character. It just makes it easier for somebody who's using it as a reference. So that's basically what I'm doing here. Is for that. Now as for the shape I'm going to be doing for the color palette, I think maybe I'll do a swirl to match the Poltergeist theme. I usually try to do the color palette to match the theme of the character that's in here, and just that way it just flows cohesively and looks better overall. I mean, like, are you talking about the line art? So, like, if you wanted to do like a black and white version, or like a... I mean, I don't usually send just the line art to the commissioner, just because I don't want it to be used and then claimed as somebody else's work when it's not theirs. So I don't usually give that out. But that's just kind of my own personal deal. So I mean, it, like, if you were doing for somebody and you decided it was okay for them to have it, then yeah, absolutely, you know, you could export it as a transparent PNG and give it to them that way. But I don't usually do that because I'm just really paranoid when it comes to my artistic properties. But it's different for everybody, so ultimately it would be up to you and what you wanted to do with that. It's just, there's just as a additional commentary on that, there's just a lot of art theft out there, and so I just get really paranoid about it, I guess, because I don't want my work to be stolen and used, and then somebody takes the credit for something they didn't even do. It's something that I have a tendency to worry about, which is why I always put watermarks on everything, is because I don't want it to be stolen. But again, that's just me. It's different for everybody, so. I would not call it stealing, because technically everybody knows what this is from, and generally people are giving credit for the original designs, so I would not say it's stealing so much as taking inspiration from. There's a huge difference. Because stealing would be like, oh, I created everything about this. This is an original design completely by me, not by anybody else. That would be stealing. Taking inspiration from is something like this, where like, oh, this is Zacian mixed with Polteageist from Pokemon, which everybody is familiar with. I'm just combining the two. Big difference. Alright, so that one is good. So now it is time for Zamazenta. Alright, so that's the first one. So now, let's see, I protected the alpha, and we need the white lines. Oops, didn't want to do that. Thank you. Yeah, the sketch tends to be the messiest part. So sometimes for something more complicated like this, I will do a really messy sketch and then go over that sketch with a cleaner sketch and then do the line art. Just that way, I know exactly what I'm looking at. Because sometimes if the sketch is a little too messy, then it can be hard to do the line art, because like, wait, was this supposed to be lined, or was this supposed to be lined? I just don't know anymore. Alright, so for this one, it was really interesting designing these two, just because one, I really like the original designs for Zacian and Zamazenta, so trying to come up with a fusion of them that involved Polteageist, which is nothing like these two, was really interesting, because it really makes you think on what traits do I take from this one, and what traits do I take from this one, and how do I put it together? What should I use? What shouldn't I use? And it's part of the reason why I like doing Pokemon fusions. Is it really kind of makes you think on what you want to use, and then especially because you have to choose what the base is, and what is going to be the details you pull from. It's really different for everyone, because sometimes, like in this one, I did all of this on all the sketches and everything that was done on my phone. I did not do it on paper. Usually I like to do my stuff on paper first, and then I will digitize it. But for some things, it's a little easier to do it digital from the beginning, because for something as complicated as this, if you make a mistake, it's really easy to fix things digitally versus making a mistake on paper, where you either have to erase everything that you didn't like, or you have to redo the whole thing. Either of which is a huge pain in the butt. So it really just it varies depending on what you're doing. If it's something simple, then yeah, I usually like to do it on paper, just because I have a better feel of what I'm doing exactly. But sometimes digital is just easier to do edits with, and so that's why sometimes I will. Yeah, what I was talking about with the ballpoint pens was that it's good for practicing. It's not necessarily something that I use to work on a commission or something that I am trying to fully flesh out. I strictly do that just either for fun or to practice. It is not something I usually try to do a finished piece with. If that makes a little more sense for you. Yeah. There are people who do really detailed full-on artworks with ballpoint pen. I am not one of them. I've seen some amazing artwork with just ballpoint pen, and I don't quite have that confidence level to do something quite as detailed as like what they were doing. So yeah, no worries. That's very true. That's very true. If you know what you're doing, then anything can become a good art tool. I've seen, there was one guy I saw, I don't know if it was on TV or if I saw a video on the internet. There was a guy who was doing art with barbecue sauce or ketchup. Like, he was painting just using like his fingers, and he was doing some amazing stuff. I mean, like he did like a deer, and like a deer in a forest, and I remember just being like, wow, of all things to use, you're using condiments. But he made it work. He made it work. And I've seen there was another guy who was using like colored sand to do full on art pieces. And I mean there's people who do some incredible things with materials that you just are not gonna be expecting to usually see from. There was another guy who he was using he would hit nails on like a wooden board, and then he would tie strings around the nails and then use the strings to do a full on like illustration, and it was incredible. Like I was amazed. And you know, when somebody gets really creative, they can use whatever the heck they want to do something. And it's really incredible what these people are doing. Not something I would ever think to try myself, but you know, everybody finds their own medium. And whether it's paint or colored pencils or salt and pepper, you just never know. You can use anything for art. It just I have seen the Rubik's Cubes ones. I have seen that before, and that was astounding. It was astounding to see what they did with those, because it's like I can't imagine having to figure out how to get those colors to work together to form the images that they were trying to show. And it's really incredible what these people can do. Anything can be an art medium if you work hard enough at it. Yeah, it's amazing what people will come up with in order to create art. So never let anybody tell you that what you're doing can't be art because you're using a medium that's different from what's normally used. Because if somebody can use Rubik's Cubes or string or ketchup or what have you to make art, then you know what? You can do whatever you want to make art because yeah, there are no rules on that. I mean, I would hope not. I don't think Meringue would care for that very much. And save. That is a good song right there. I like that song. Kind of wondering now if Jello even knows of that song. I suppose anything is possible. Okay, just gotta add the swirls. I would have to have words with them if they decided to to do that to us. Alright, and we got flat color, or not flat colors, we got line art. Okay. Oh, what happened there? That would be why. Why is it still doing that? Oh, that's why. I don't want that. There we go. Okay. Much better. Okie dokie, that is good. Well, thank you, Luma. The thought is definitely appreciated. Tumblr is a site that you kind of have to get used to. I've been using Tumblr since it's been about 12 years that I've been using Tumblr, so it can seem intimidating, but compared to most other sites, I find it more trustworthy, I suppose. But for the longest time, I wasn't really posting my art much on there. It wasn't until this most recent account that I've been actually posting. So it's not like I've been like trying for years and years to like get noticed or anything. And to be honest, when I made my newer account, it was because I saw people were doing like Pokemon-esque blogs, and it seemed fun, and so that's why I had made my newer account, which is how I ended up meeting Jello, and just kind of went from there. I did it more to find other artists more than anything else. Like if you're going on there specifically trying to get like attention, might not be the greatest site for you. But if you're just looking to find like cool art or like interesting things to check out, then yeah, Tumblr's a good place for that. But then I will say that compared to a lot of other sites, Tumblr has a lot more going for it, because they, in comparison to most other sites, it actually leaves posts in chronological order, which a lot of other sites don't do, which means that for newer artists, it's a good thing, because it means that their posts actually are more likely to get seen, in comparison to like Facebook or Instagram, where it's driven by, oh, this post isn't getting any attention, so we're not going to show it anywhere. Tumblr doesn't do that, and that's part of why I've been staying there. Tumblr is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely a lot better than Twitter or Instagram, in my opinion. So I give it credit for where credit's due. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it has a lot of good things about it that a lot of other sites don't. So that is why I have not left Tumblr. Yeah, I mean, you keep saying things like that. I've had a lot of things going on, so I don't always get to things right away, so that's probably because it is a different social. It's not your stereotypical social media site. For me, Tumblr is it's easier for me to find blogs that I like and things to like, versus other sites where it's it's it can be more difficult. Also, I find the people on Tumblr tend to, well, the people that I follow anyways, there are obnoxious people out there for sure, but I find it easier to avoid those type of people on Tumblr versus other sites where that's not so much the case. Not. I don't think I understand what you're saying. Oh, I mean, it's totally normal to want validation for something that you've worked on. I mean, I mean, yeah, I would like it if my posts got more attention, but it's not really something you get to choose in regards to if that happens or not. I've had pieces that like I put a ton of effort to and it doesn't really get noticed, and then I'll do like a silly whatever or something like that, and then it gets notes up the wazoo. You just never know what is gonna land with people and what isn't. Um, I know, like one of my more popular posts is one that I did for Pokemon Day a couple years ago. Maybe was it might have been 2019 that I did that. Um, and that one ended up getting over 4,000 notes, which I was very astonished by because I kind of did it as just like a little. Oh, I'm just gonna do this to do this, and that ended up being one of my most popular posts. Um, you just never know what's gonna you know stand out to people, and I had another post recently that got some decent notes. Which one was that? I know I did a little comic about my transgender Meryl, and that one got some decent notes. So I was that one was pretty good. What was the other one? Um, oh yeah, the October Fox one got some pretty okay notes, but yeah, I mean the main thing is just doing artwork uh, that you yourself are gonna enjoy, because that's gonna make it better for you in the long run. Um, because then it's something that you're gonna like, no matter if it gets noticed or not. Because you can look back at it. Oh yeah, I remember that. I really liked how that one turned out. Um, and that's generally the better way to go about it. Instead of, okay, I'm gonna make this because this character is popular, or whatever, something like that. Um, that sort of thing tends not to land well. Um, I know the Meryl one I think landed better than some of my other posts, just because I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, and I think other people in the community just really vibed with that post, which is why it did pretty well. But you just really, in the long run, you don't know what post is going to be popular while the others get ignored. A lot of the time, my posts get maybe 5 notes or something. Um, you just never know. I did notice the last couple days I've been getting some follows, which has been nice. But the overall engagement with my posts is still pretty low. So it is still nice to see when somebody likes my work though. So if I get any comments at all, it makes me happy. Even if it's just like, oh, this is cool, you know, it's still a compliment. So um I get happy about it. No worries, Luma, and definitely thank you for the support. I am also hoping that tomorrow goes well because, as you heard before, I am still rather apprehensive about it all. So uh, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. No problem, Pick. Sleep well. I am pretty much done with this one anyway, so I'm just gonna put it on the ref sheet, and that'll be good to go. But you have a wonderful, wonderful sleep. Take care, Luma. Alright, so that one is good to go. Let's put it on the ref sheet. Mm-hmm. Let's see. do some color picking. There we go. just that one font. Oh, that's too thin. Better. Okay. everything is finished. So, so hey Pikmin, you joined right as I was just finishing up. But thank you for joining while you could, and just wanted to let everybody know that I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the stream here. I will be sharing this in the Discord so that you guys can get a look at the finished images. But thank you everybody who joined for showing up. Definitely enjoyed having you guys here, and I will be starting my new job tomorrow, so I will let you guys know if anything changes with my schedule. I'm hoping it shouldn't. I'm thinking at the most I might have to push it back half an hour. But other than that, I hope everybody here has a wonderful night or day, whatever your time zone is. But take care and have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for joining.